School, attention, stand at ease. Attention, silent prayer. Tamil Thai Waltu. School song.
God makes my life bright. Wherever I go, He will lead. God makes my life bright. Wherever I go, He will lead. He shapes my dispute, inspires me to rise, aspire and achieve through hill and dale. Inspires me to rise, aspire and achieve through hill and dale. The flames of Shri Shakthi will lead me on the path. The flames of His Shakti will lead me on the path of wisdom and truth. He gives me strength, peace and comfort throughout my life. He gives me strength, peace and comfort throughout my life. God makes my life bright. Wherever I go, He will lead.
Pledge. India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. I love my country and I am proud of its rich and varied heritage. I shall always try to be worthy of it. I shall give my parents, teachers and all elders respect and treat everyone with courtesy. To my country and my people I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Jai Hind. Class teacher theme-based speech.
Good morning, one and all present here. I am here to share my thoughts with you all through my speech on disaster management. I am extremely obliged to be given this opportunity to deliver this speech. Disaster is a calamity of sudden happening. A disaster causing injury and death to a large number of people during a short span of time. Disasters have caused by reasons such as earthquakes, heavy rainfall, hurricane, chemical accident, drought, or even armed conflict. There is a huge change in climatic conditions on earth. Summer days are increasing and winter days are decreasing. All these changes are leading to excessive natural disasters. Disaster management is the primary and secondary plan of peoples to decrease the risk of disasters and to deal with disasters. Disaster management handles the natural calamity and disasters efficiently. In some cases, disaster management may not avoid the situation, but it can surely minimize the impacts. The indirect or direct effects of disasters are always destruction, damage, and death. It also causes the loss of life of both animals and human beings. Importance of disaster management. Disaster management is very important in recent times. It is tackling the hazards that occur before, during and after the disaster. Disaster management is a similar act as consuming medicine for curing a disease. Disaster can also be in any form of epidemic diseases or industrial failures such as Bhopal gas tragedy or the disaster of Fukushima nuclear power plant, etc. In the event of a disaster, proper preparations are essential for managing the situation. Proper mechanisms help to minimize the effect. Predicting the probability of some types of disasters can help in decreasing the vulnerability of the people. Disaster management team help in rehabilitation and in minimizing the loss of lives and properties. This is because they have trained professionals. They provide physical and materialistic assistance, but also help in the emotional rehabilitation of people. Disaster management in India. National Disaster Management Authority is the leading government organization. NDMA formulate the policies and guidelines for disaster management to ensure timely and effective response towards disasters. The Government of India also keeps a separate fund known as the Contingency Fund of India to manage disasters in India. Functions of NDMA are administration, policies formation for disaster management, mitigation of disasters, approval of plans laid down, formation of funds for the purpose of mitigation of disasters, running various programs and importing guidelines. A number of activities need to be executed in the event of a disaster. This involves the coordination, command and full control for rapid assessment of damage, restoration of power, telecommunication and transportation. Also, supply medicines, drinking water and food material. NDMA team does the setting up of temporary shelters, sanitation and hygiene identification and earmarking of resources. On this note, I would like to conclude that disaster management is a collective and coordinated effort. Everyone must take an active part in disaster management to reduce the risk of human life. The proper disaster management team can take charge as soon as possible when the disaster strikes. I am fully confident that every one of you will remember this and will also help for spreading awareness among other citizens. It is necessary to solve this biggest problem related to nature and human life. Thank you.
Now let's see a short video on natural disaster awareness. Tamil poem by Vishnulekha.
வணக்கம். பூமி தாய் குலுங்கியதால் பொங்குக்கடல் அன்னையவள் காளியவள் உருக்கொண்டு கரையெல்லாம் தாக்கியதும் காய்களும் பிஞ்சுகளும் கனியுடனே பூக்களுமாய் எங்கள் குலமாந்தரெல்லாம் இருந்துவிடம் தெரியாமல் கனதவி வர்ணத்தத்தால் கண்மறைந்து போனதும் பார்த்திருந்தும் பகல்வண்ணி பரிதவிக்கும் மக்கள் முன் பொங்கல் நாள் பார்த்திடவும் புறவிலே வருவாயா? உழுது பயிரிட்டு உரம்போட்டு நீர் பாய்ச்சி செந்நெல் எடுத்து சிறுதானியம் சேர்த்து கண்ணஞ்சாற்றோடு கலந்து செய்த பொங்கலின் முன் வைத்தவர்க்கெல்லாம் வரங்கொடுத்த வைகறை நீ வருவாய்தான் இம்முறையும் வரம்பேண்டும் மக்கள் இல்லை. கழனிகள் எல்லாம் கடலாகி போயின. கட்டுமில்லை வரப்புமில்லை. காணிகளின் இடமும் இல்லை. பிணங்களெல்லாம் புதைப்பட்டு பேயலையும் இடமாச்சு. உழுது தந்த மாடுகளும் உயிரோடு போயாச்சு. அழுகின்ற உழவர்களின் அவலக்குரல் ஒலிக்கும் தைப்பொங்கல் தினம்தான் தமிழ் மண்ணில் காண்பாய் நீ. வருவாய்தான் இம்முறையும் வரவேற்க மக்கள் இல்லை. பட்டாசு கொளுத்துதற்கு பயன்கள் இங்கில்லை. கூட்டி மெழுகி கோலமிடும் பெண்கள் இல்லை. தேங்காய் திருவியுடன் திகட்டாத சர்க்கரையும் பாகைக்கு தந்த பாட்டியும் இன்று இல்லை. தட்டுமுட்டு வேலை செய்த தாத்தாவையும் காணோம். தான் செய்கிறேன் என்ற தகராறு பண்ணிவிடும் சின்னஞ்சிறிய சிட்டுகளும் போயாச்சு. இலவு வீடாக இருக்கையிலே எம்மீளம் வருவாய்தான் இம்முறையும் வடம்பிடித்து பரிதேரில். ஆதவனே, உந்தனுக்கு அரியதொரு சேதி சொல்வோம். வானமது வீழ்ந்தாலும் வையமது பிளந்தாலும் ஏழ்கடலும் சூழ்ந்து எம்மெதிரே வந்தாலும் நாமதிர மாட்டோம். நலந்துவிட்ட தேசமதை வானுயர வைத்து வளம் பெருகி வாழ வைப்போம். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
திருக்குறள் by A.D. விஜய் ஆதித்யா.
வணக்கம். இன்றைய திருக்குறள் அதிகாரம் 67 வினைத்திட்பம். குறள் ஊராரால் உற்றபின் ஒல்காமை இவ்விரண்டின் ஆரென்பர் ஆய்ந்தவர் கோல். பொருள் இடையூறு வருவதற்கு முன்பே நீங்குதல் வந்த பின் தளராமை ஆகிய இந்த இரண்டனது வழியே வினைத்திட்பம் பற்றி ஆராய்ந்தவரின் கொள்கையாம். நன்றி.
English taught by Ashwant.
A great disaster is a symbol to us to remember all the big things of life and forget the small things of which we have thought too much.
Hindi taught by Deepalakshmi.
आज का सुविचार हम आपदा को नहीं रोक सकते हैं, लेकिन हम खुद को जान के साथ जोड़ सकते हैं, जिससे बहुत से लोगों का जीवन बचाया जा सकता है. English meaning we cannot stop the natural disaster, but we can arm ourselves with knowledge. So many lives would not have to be lost if there was enough disaster preparedness. धन्यवाद.
Tamil taught by Sandesh.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கம். இன்றைய தமிழ் அறநெறி. அபாயம் வரும் என பயந்து கொண்டிருப்பதை விட அதை எதிர்நோக்கி சந்திப்பதே சால சிறந்தது. நன்றி.
International news by Anusha.
Happy morning. Today's international news. SpaceX launches second Dragon to space station with Christmas presents, 40 mice and more. On farmers' protest, UN spokesperson says people have right to demonstrate peacefully. Indian American Geetanjali Rao 15 named first ever Time Kid of the Year 2020. China to build a major dam on Brahmaputra River in Tibet. Joe Biden expected to nominate Indian American Neera Tanden as budget chief. Thank you.
National news by Vaishnav.
Happy morning. Today's national news. Arvind Kejriwal under house arrest after meeting farmers at Singo border, says AAP. All villages to have high-speed fiber optic data connectivity in 3 years, says PM Modi. ED arrests former MD of Tops Group in rupees 175 crore money laundering case. Over 450 take ill in Andhra. Chemical in pesticides suspected to be behind illness. No effect of Bharat Bandh in Noida. Shops open, traffic flowing smooth. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Business News by Sandesh.
Happy morning. Today's business news. Mukesh Ambani calls for urgent steps for 5G and smartphone rollout. Serum likely to supply COVID-19 vaccine at Rs 250 a dose to the government. India will spend money, not worry about widening fiscal deficit, Nirmala Sitharaman makes it clear. Hindalco plows on with Rs 7,000 crore growth plan as India revives. Thank you.
Sports News by ANISH. Weather forecast by SRINITH. Amazing Facts by VIJAY Aditya.
Happy morning. Today's amazing facts. The Valdivia earthquake of 1960 became the most powerful earthquake on record. Occurring in Yeschile, it had a magnitude of 9.5 and triggered a damaging tsunami 9,000 miles further. Avalanches can reach speeds of 80 miles per hour in as little as 5 seconds. Known as the gravest natural catastrophe in modern times, the central China floods devastated surrounding area in 1931, impacting of 51 million residents. 2120 degrees Fahrenheit, that's the fiery temperature reached by lava gushing out of Hawaii's continuously erupting Kilauea volcano. Aptly dubbed the Tornado Valley in the American plains that make up parts of Central. Tornadoes can whip up a wind reaching just above 300 miles per hour, double the speed of an hurricane. Hurricane Harvey resulted in an estimated Rs 125 billion in damages, the priciest in the country's record. Thank you.
General Knowledge Quiz by Dakshin.
Good morning. Today's GKN quiz. What is the rank of India in the world for natural disaster after China as per UNISDR? Answer option B, second place. The National Disaster Management Authority NDMA is headed by Answer option A, Prime Minister of India. Which of the following is not a part of geological disaster? Answer option D, sea surge. A place where an earthquake originates is called as Answer option A, focus. Where in the world has the least amount of natural disaster? Option B, Qatar. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Birthday wishes. Address by Vice Chairman Sir. Brain Yoga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. School attention. Stand at ease. Attention. National Anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता जय है जय है जय है जय 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 है।
School attention. Stand at ease. Attention. School disperse.